Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live Argentina discussion. My name is Roy Nemer of Mundo Albiceleste.com. I am joined by Osvaldo Godoy, also of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and Osvaldo at the stadium, at Chase Stadium, for Inter Miami's MLS League match against Seattle. Lionel Messi set to start. We're going to have a pretty big show today. So let us know down below where you're watching from. We tend to get from all around the world. First things first, Osvaldo, how are you and how is everything?
I'm doing well, Roy, here once again at the Inter Miami Stadium. Today, Inter Miami playing against Seattle Sounders, who they lost in the final just a couple of weeks ago. But today, of course, it's not gonna be a revenge or a rematch of that game. That one was quite more important. No Luis Suarez, Messi and De Paul expected to start. You can see in our Instagram, we just posted a little clip of Messi and De Paul arriving at the same time here, just a couple of minutes ago, but no Suarez. So Roy, I think you're muted. I
Excuse
don't know.
me, you're right,
There
you're
you
right.
go.
There
There
you
you
are.
go.
Thank you,
I
Osvaldo.
didn't
I
know you
was
were here.
saying, thank you for that. I was just saying, I said, and in the last match, of course, and you mentioned the players that will not be there for Inter Miami. In the last match, Lionel Messi going for the Panenka penalty, missing it against Charlotte, losing 3-0. Thomas Aviles getting red carded. This is going to be a difficult one for Inter Miami. And you mentioned it's not revenge for the League's Cup. This is big. This is Inter Miami trying to make the playoffs right now.
Yes, Seattle Sanders has a really good team. They show it in the League's Cup. Pepo de la Vega, the Argentinian, is also a great player, and I expected to see him play today. Um, and we'll see. I want to see also a better version of the ball that we didn't see in Argentina this last double match day, and we haven't really seen much here at Inter Miami.
No, and that's going to be the interesting one as well because it's a big match. Miami will have to bounce back against a difficult opponent. We mentioned the playoffs earlier. We mentioned the players that they're going to be missing, and De Paul has to do well in this. The two matches with Argentina were not his best matches. Is he in a way kind of saving himself for Inter Miami, the push to get to the playoffs, which is coming up shortly in about a month's time or so? What's going to happen? It's going to be interesting. The starting 11 is not out just yet, so we don't know who's starting. But of course, Messi and De Paul, in all likelihood, will start though in that one. And we're going to talk about the Champions League. We're going to talk about Enzo Barinacea. We're going to talk about Kevin McAllister and everything. So stay tuned. Let's get to the comments. Joao, hello guys, here for another awesome live. Thank you for joining us as always, all the way from Brazil. So much love. Thank you so much for joining us. Ramis Munir saying, who among Enzo Barinacea, Maximo Peroni, Eki Fernandez, Alan Varela do you think is the best fit for place in midfield now that Palacios will not be available? We can get to that in a little bit. Of course, the injury bug hitting Argentina. Palacios, the big one. He's out until the start of the year. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a
It's
big, big.
gonna be a big one. Eki Fernandez, maybe we have more chances now with that injury, but it's definitely a tough one for Argentina and for Bayer Leverkusen too.
As well. And I mean, you mentioned Eki Fernandez, the red card for Bayer Leverkusen. So Claudio Echeverri, the only Argentine available right now for Bayer Leverkusen, at least for the next match. So that's going to be a big one. But yeah, the door is open. The door is open now that Palacios is out at least for the next four friendly matches. So we'll see. We'll circle back in a little bit to Inter Miami once the starting 11 is out. But big news is the Champions League was back. It started this season, and we already have two Argentine goal scorers. I don't know how many expected this. I did. I have them both in my fantasy pool, believe it or not. So
Really?
Enzo Barenachea and Kevin McAllister getting the two goals for their clubs. Some interesting games. I don't know. Were you able to watch anything, Osvaldo?
I watched the goals. I watched how Barreneche's Benfica was winning 2-0 at home and then lost 3-2. That was a big surprise for his team with Otamendi and Galuta Prestrani. And then Kevin McAllister, which I believe he also assisted in the first goal of his team.
I believe he did. Yes, I believe he did. And some of the other matches as well. This was a big one. Tottenham Hotspur versus Villarreal. Christian Romero, the captain. Juan Foyth, the captain. Two Argentine captains, two Argentine World Cup winners, two Argentine World Cup defenders captaining. Tottenham getting the 1-0 win. I did not watch this one, to be very honest. But I had an eye out on Real Madrid versus Marseille. I'm not sure if you saw that one or if you saw highlights or anything, Osvaldo.
I was watching some highlights. I know there was a lot of Argentine action with Rulli, Medina, Valeri, and Mastantuono on Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And yeah, coming back to the Tottenham Villarreal, I saw a picture you posted. I think it was yesterday. Romero playing with Belgrano and Juan Foyth playing with Estudiantes in the young division. It was a great picture.
Yeah, I'll bring it up now. I believe this was in the 7th division in Argentina.
Wow.
Let me share my screen here. Where was it? Where was it? Here we are. There you are, everybody. So, in short, on the left, the number 2 is Christian Romero with Belgrano, and the one going for the ball is Estudiantes in the middle. That one is Juan Foyth in 2014. So 11 years ago. That's a great picture. That's a very, very cool picture.
And now both captains of big European teams in the Champions League.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Captaining both of them captaining. Just taking a look to see if we have anything in the starting 11 for Inter Miami. Nothing yet for that one. So I saw a bit of Madrid and Marseille in the Champions League. Let us know down below in the comments as well if you guys watched anything. Geronimo Rulli really unlucky. I mean, 2 penalty kick goals. Kylian Mbappe for Madrid. He really almost saved the second one. Not a bad match from him. Not a bad match from Valerdi either. Medina, I watched in and off. I didn't even watch the highlights, but it was just kind of in and off watching the game. I didn't see how well he played, but he did start.
What did you think of Franco Mastantuono? Because he was the first one to be replaced. I saw that he hit the post in a good play in the first half, in the first couple of minutes. How did you see him?
Honestly, I thought he did well. I thought he did well. I know a lot of people are going to say exactly what you just said. You know, he was the first person substituted and this and that. But he started ahead of Vinicius. He is someone that Xabi Alonso likes. He's someone that Scaloni clearly likes as well. So for him to get that confidence from Scaloni and Xabi Alonso and to start in the Champions League ahead of Vinicius for Real Madrid, at least right now, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
It is, Roy, and I believe that there has to be something in the training session that Scaloni sees, that Xabi Alonso sees, that make Mastantuono start over these players. In the case of Real Madrid, over Vinicius. In the case of Argentina, over Nico Paz. Being called up over Matias Solé. Something in the training session that is not much happening in the matches, to be 100% honest.
And no, and I agree. And I was actually thinking that as well during the game or when the starting 11 came out, because Nico Paz, another great goal and a great performance for Como. Didn't play much for Argentina in the last 2 matches. Didn't even play in the last match versus Ecuador. And I think it goes down to the training sessions. And we've seen this with players in the past where, specifically with the Argentina national team, let's say, someone keeps starting and no one really knows why. And we always say, the coach must have seen something in training. The coach must have liked something in training. There's a reason why this particular player is starting. Mastantuono is very talented. He's very raw. He's still very young. But to start over, as you mentioned, Nico Paz, to start over Vinicius at Madrid, for Xabi Alonso and Scaloni to like him, it has to be something in training. It has to be the attitude. It has to be anything.
They have to see some potential bigger than these players that we're naming, because in matches, what Nico Paz has been showing with Como, it's incredible. What Matias Solé has been showing with Roma is just incredible.
Yeah.
But Scaloni decides to give more playing time to Mastantuono, to give him the number 10 in the last match.
That's a big one as well. And I know we kind of spoke about that in the last video about Mastantuono getting the number 10. I don't know if that's a statement from Scaloni. I don't know what that is. Surprising that it went to him, if I'm being honest. Very, very surprising. Let's get to the chat, see what everyone's talking about. Kursiniat just joined. Hello, Kursiniat. Thank you for joining, my friend. Rami Singh, Rulli made 13 saves in this match. I also love the combination of Valerdi and Medina. I think Otamendi's place in Argentina's team is in trouble. Yeah, Medina coming back from injury, starting playing in the last match for Marseille after missing the first 2 or 3 league games, and now back in the starting 11 for them as well. Uh, Tomorrow in the Champions League, taking a look, Bayern versus Chelsea. So Enzo Fernandez, Facundo Buonanotte, who was not part initially of the Chelsea squad for the Champions League, is included, as well as Garnacho, of course. They're away to Bayern. Any predictions from anyone? Any predictions, Osvaldo?
That match is gonna be great. Facundo Buonanotte started the last game with Chelsea. I saw a mix of comments. Some people saying that he didn't play well at all. Some others were saying that he showed some talent and some promising play. Um, I think Buonanotte he played almost behind the number 9, kind of the position Cole Palmer has been playing. Of course, Cole Palmer is gonna be the starter, but who knows? Maybe the first replacement of Cole Palmer can be Facundo Buonanotte, who sometimes at Leicester and Brighton he could play as a right winger, but also he can play as the classic number 10.
Yeah, yeah, it's he is versatile, of course. I think he's done well with Chelsea. Granted, 1 match or so. I think he's done well. Enzo Fernandez as well. I thought he was very, very good for Chelsea in their last game. Uh, Garnacho is another one that came off the bench, and mixed feelings with him. He was doing well up until the last goal that he lost his marker. But in general, I think that's going to be one of the big matches for tomorrow. And there are a couple. Liverpool versus Atletico. You reported it. Atletico will be without Julian Alvarez and Thiago Almada. That's going to be a big, big loss for Simeone.
Yes, Thiago Almada, because in the last Argentina match he was unable to play because he got a little bit injured in the first double match day, or in the first match of the double match day, and then Julian Alvarez got injured in the last Atletico Madrid game. Minor injuries, they should be back very soon. And Atletico Madrid to have Juan Musso, Juliano Simeone, Nahuel Molina, and Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of Argentines, no matter what, and obviously, of course, the coach there. I'm going to have to go with Liverpool on this one. Any predictions, Osvaldo?
Where do they play?
Anfield.
Atletico Madrid is not playing well. They're just not doing well under Simeone in this season. Without Julian Alvarez, without Thiago Almada, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a big win by Liverpool.
Oh, all right. I mean, I could see that. I could see that, especially the way Atletico not starting off the season in the best of forms. Not yet. Let's get back to the chat, and we'll get back to the Champions League. We have Janet. Hello, Janet. Thank you so much for joining us. Janet saying, I thought Otamendi already said he's preparing to retire. He will. The World Cup being his last matches with the Argentina national team, but something tells me he might not be a starter, or might not always start for Argentina at the World Cup.
He's not gonna start the first match. That for sure.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. Yes, you are right. The red card versus Ecuador means he misses out. And Janet saying we need Mundo Albiceleste t-shirts. We could get it done. I like that idea. We'll get it done. Rose T giving a thumbs up to Enzo Barrenechea. And how about everybody give a little thumbs up and like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notifications button as well. Aaron Lee, good evening from Colorado. Good to see you guys again. Good to see you, Aaron Lee. Thank you so much for joining all the way from Colorado. And Rose T, a big fan of Valentin Carboni and Matias Sule. And Sule is another one we haven't spoken about much, but could make the Argentina team soon. No starting 11 just yet for Inter Miami. Going back to the Champions League, Ajax and Inter. I don't know if you saw Inter Juventus over the weekend as well. I watched the entire game. That was just nuts.
I didn't watch it, but I know it was a 4-3 with 2 goals from Juventus in the last couple of minutes. Today, Juventus tied 4-4, also scoring 2 goals in the last couple of minutes.
4-4, a goal in the 94th minute, a goal in the 96th minute. The comeback kings in the last couple of days, Juventus. Congratulations to them. That was crazy. And both the Thuram brothers scoring in the Juventus and Inter match. One for Juventus and one for Inter. So that's a little kind of cool. But yeah, Inter Ajax tomorrow. I'm hoping Lautaro Martinez gets the goal or two. I'm expecting a big performance from him. but you never know with Inter. Sometimes it's tough to tell. It's really difficult to tell. All right. Continuing on. Now, the Champions League, that's in Europe, going all the way down to South America. We got a lot of stuff going on in South America. It's the Copa Libertadores, isn't it, Osvaldo?
Yes, I think right now they're Racing and Vélez are playing two Argentinian teams. Tomorrow is gonna be a big one. River Plate against Palmeiras.
Yeah.
Palmeiras have been looking scary. I know River Plate, it's a great team in Argentina in the past decade, and of course of all time. But in the past decade, they've been doing really well. But Palmeiras are just flying with the Argentinian Jose Manuel Lopez up front.
Yeah, Jose Manuel Lopez up front, Agustin Jai on the right side as well. So two Argentine players to look after. Palmeiras, River Plate. That one's at the Monumental tomorrow. The first leg of the quarterfinals. That's going to be massive, massive right there. Today, I mean, going on right now, Vélez Racing 0-0. Lisandro Magajan red card
Oh,
for
wow.
Vélez. Just about a
Former
minute.
Boca Juniors player.
Yeah, so just about a minute or two ago, getting red carded. So Vélez Racing 0-0. But tomorrow is the big match, of course. And then actually another big match on Thursday, Flamengo Estudiantes. That's going to be a big one.
Excellent.
And the other match in the quarterfinals, Quito versus Sao Paulo.
Yes. I don't think we've seen, I have to double check, but we see so many Argentinians in the quarterfinals of the Libertadores. There's four since 2018. That was when Boca and River played the
Yeah.
finals. In that Copa Libertadores, River had to face Racing, Independiente, and then Boca Juniors. All Argentinians to get to the final. And in the semi-final, I believe they play a Brazilian team.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, lately it's all been won by a Brazilian team in the last couple of years. They've been good. They've been very, very solid. The starting 11 is out for Inter Miami. Of course, Messi starts. So Ustari, the goalkeeper, Fry, Lujan, Falcon, Allen, De Paul, Busquets, Bright, Allende, Messi, and Alba. Not much on the bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the bench for Inter Miami. Not a lot. I mean, maybe as good of a starting 11 that Mascherano could put out right now.
Yes, yes. And Inter Miami, I think they need a win at this point. They lost 3-0 last weekend, as we were talking, against a lot. Messi without Panenka. I don't think Messi missed a Panenka ever. That was, I believe, the first time I saw him miss a penalty. No? There was another
No, go back. Not too long ago, Osvaldo. Not too long ago.
Oh,
In the very country where you're actually maybe the same stadium, close to the stadium.
he hit the crossbar against Ecuador. Now I remember, yes. But I don't remember the goalkeeper actually calling to the ball.
No, yeah, no. The one with Ecuador at the Copa America, he hit the crossbar. This one was saved. But you know, they need a win. I'm looking at their results now. They were good, but they need this because Seattle tonight. Then on Saturday they play DC United. So in just a couple of days, and then New York City and Toronto. So they need all the points that they can get. Literally everything. And Janet, there you are, giving the starting 11 in the chat. Thank you so much for that, Janet. All right, let's get to how you could win a jersey very similar to this one. This may be a different number. This is a Messi one. The other one could be a little bit different. Osvaldo, how could they win?
Just a couple of days left because it's in September. We're giving away a 2006 away jersey, like the one you have there, Roy. And you can participate by subscribing to our website. You can participate for a giveaway jersey every month, and you can play the weekly trivia and participate for a ball signed by Julian Alvarez, an Inter Miami jersey, and other prizes. So yeah, just go to MundoAlbiceleste.com and support the site.
There you go. Thank you so much for that. And we have the trivia questions. Do we give it out, Osvaldo?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So the first question, which team did Argentina eliminate in the quarterfinals of the 1993 Copa America? a big one. I honestly, I mean, you sent me I have the answers in front of me, but it took me a second to kind of get that as well. So, which team did Argentina eliminate in the quarterfinals of the Copa America? Was it A, Brazil, B, Uruguay, or C, Mexico? Which one
I,
is it going to be?
I believe in the 1993 we won that Copa America. If I'm not mistaken, we beat Mexico in the final.
Yes, we
Yes,
did. We did,
yes.
with Batistuta scoring twice. Argentina's last international trophy up until the 2021 Copa America. BC, welcome to BC. Yeah, BC saying Brazil. BC saying Brazil quarterfinals. Penalties, very, very specific. Yes, very specific. It was Brazil in the quarterfinals. BC getting it right. 3 out of 3, even though it's technically 1 out of 1. All right. Next up, what was Lionel Messi's total number of assists during the 2022 World Cup? BC saying this is easy. So, what was Messi's total number of assists at the 2022 World Cup?
I'm trying to think. Against Saudi Arabia, it was just a penalty. Against
BC
Mexico,
saying 4.
okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to count. Against Mexico, it was a goal. And I don't know if the one against Enzo Fernandez counts as an assist. Probably.
All right. So let's go through the goals. BC saying 4. Let's go through the goals. First one versus Saudi Arabia was a penalty kick.
Okay.
The one for Enzo Fernandez, that's 1 versus Mexico. Versus Poland, no assist. Versus Australia, did he get an assist? Not that I know of. No. And then actually, you know what? Let's go through the goals. This is
Against the Netherlands, so sorry, I missed this. Is it goals or assists that we're counting?
assists.
Assists. Okay, okay. Against the Netherlands, the one again with Nahuel Molina.
The one, yeah. So we have Enzo Fernandez, Molina, and then in the semifinals,
Against Croatia, I remember the one with Julian Alvarez.
Julian. And that was it. That was it. I have the answer in front of me. I just wanted to kind of name them. I didn't know the name. Lively chat on this one. I love it. BC initially saying 4, then saying tied for most, might be 3. Janet saying most goals, tied assists. I like this, but he was definitely tied for most in the tournament. BC saying Netherlands, Croatia, best assists to Nahuel and Julian. Aaron Lee, 7 goals, 3 assists. And Janet saying the Netherlands one was incredible, and that was the one. So 7 goals, 3 assists. The answer was 3, of course, on this one. And the last question: against which team did Lionel Messi score his first goal for the Argentina national team, the senior team, the senior team? So, which team was the first team that Messi scored against in the senior team with Argentina? This came in 2006, and he was wearing a jersey like this one, but a long sleeve. And I believe it was in Zurich. I believe it was in Zurich. Let's see who remembers this one.
Against an
Dipta
European team.
against the European team. Dipta saying Croatia. All right. Anyone saying anything else? Anyone saying another team? Dipta saying Croatia. Against which team did Lionel Messi score his first goal for the senior national team? Apparently saying Croatia as well. Janet saying, "Dude, I don't know. I'm ashamed." Don't be ashamed. It happens. It happens. It was versus Croatia. A very nice goal, by the way. Cutting inside, curving it, and a nice goal. He celebrated with Riquelme, I believe. I remember that one. I remember that one. So that was the third one. Croatia being the opponent for Messi's first ever international goal with the senior national team. All right. Those were this week's trivia questions. Again, all the information over on MundoAlbiceleste.com and how you could sign up to win prizes. In this case, an Argentina retro jersey.
Yes, Roy. And not so long ago, Argentina is gonna play again here in Miami against Venezuela. We hope to be there. Then they play in Chicago also in October, and then they go to India, which I know a lot of Argentina followers are in India, in Kerala, and they also play in Angola. So we plan to follow Argentina everywhere.
Literally everywhere, literally everywhere. The one versus Venezuela is in Miami. The one in Chicago is versus Puerto Rico, and then Angola and India. I've heard rumors the one versus Angola could be versus Angola, and I believe the last time Argentina played Angola was right before the 2006 World Cup, and Messi actually played in that one. If I'm not mistaken, that was the last time. And then then in India, but we don't know against who, so nothing confirmed just yet. On that note, before we wrap things up, Osvaldo, I know the game's about to start and the players are warming up. Any final thoughts?
Just excited to watch Messi again. Um, Hopefully tonight he scores. Hopefully today the ball improves his level, at least of what we can see him here in Inter Miami and also then with Argentina. And yeah, we'll be ready to start posting a couple of clips of Messi in the pre-game, trying to get very close and get the best footage. That's one of the best footage to watch of Messi because you don't see that in the broadcast. And seeing him warm up, just like his free kicks, it's just amazing.
I've seen I've seen them in person and I've seen the clips. They are amazing and they're worth watching. And hopefully you're able to capture one or two of them today. On that note, I want to say a big thank you to you, Osvaldo, for everything that you do, and a big thank you to everybody as well for joining us live in the chat. And if you're watching us on replay, let us know down below where you're watching from and what you think of the topics, and give us your answers. As always, my name is Roy Nemer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, joined by Osvaldo Godoy of Mundo Albiceleste.com. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button and notifications button to be the first person notified as soon as we go live. As always, everybody, until next time, take care. Goodbye.